We're good? Dave, we're good. It was close for a while, for about 3 seconds.
We're here.
And then Penn State managed to eke out a 63-point win.
Penn State College Park campus.
Wow.
Penn State fans have been telling me for years and years and years that Maryland, no matter their recruiting capabilities under DJ Durkin, which have been very good, none other than Greg Pickle, he told about recruiting, would say that they have made some inroads, but as far as a rivalry for Penn State, boy, they've been telling me you're all wet, Jones, and maybe they're right.
You get that a lot, first of all, but 66-3, 38-14. I mean, it's just. The only question was, what was the margin going to be? This never really felt like a game that Penn State was really in jeopardy, but just the way that they just went up and down the field, kind of toyed with them on defense, it had to be a little unnerving, I think, for Durkin. I mean, it's one thing to be beat up; it's another thing just never be in the game.
They kind of rolled over. Yeah. That's the only way to put it. And they came off of Michigan, and then at Michigan State. A real meat grinder of a 17-7 game and horrific weather from Pluto in East Lansing, and that can't be good. But still, I mean, then everyone put up a fight, which kind of surprised me. I thought they would put up a little bit of a fight.
Yeah, I would say it's funny because I think there'll be at least one or two players on that offense that get long looks or make NFL rosters.
Yeah,
the wideout
1 and 6
and Ty Johnson. They got a couple. They can make some plays, and they just can't get them the ball. They can't get them down the field consistently, but.
I was talking to Peter Schmuck, who a lot of people know from around here, about the whole phenomenon. Kasim, everyone knows about Tyrell Pigram, who went down in the Texas game, but then Kasim Hill went down in the Central Florida game when they got routed by them after everyone got pretty excited about the win at Texas. And Kasim Hill is the guy who really is a terrific 4-star recruit for them at quarterback. He was the future. When he went down, they had no shot this season, and that's why they're 4-8. But Schmuck said, if they have Kasim Hill here, what is it, 52-13?
Right.
And he's got a point.
How about that Tommy Stevens? I know.
You got what you asked for.
I know.
Yeah? You've been whining and bitching and moaning for how long now, and you finally got what you wanted.
And I will keep
happy
doing
about it.
I will keep doing it.
I know
113 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns.
This is bordering on the Jack Crawford crush you had there for a while.
3 rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown. We were talking to Tommy after the game, and
you had quite a long talk over
He looks like, and I think the fans see a player that looks like he could probably play 4 or 5 positions and play them well. And he pretty much said, he was actually a little guy in high school, 5'8", 145 pounds. He grew out of running back. Grew out of running back, but running back, quarterback, tight end, outside wideout. He said when he was in high school, he played outside linebacker, safety, and even corner in a pinch. The reason I keep bringing it up is I think when you're that good of a player, and Trace is that good of a player, moving forward now that they have Sean Clifford coming off his red shirt, I think you go all in and you try and get him involved in the offense at other positions.
He's such a good quarterback, man.
Well, he can play quarterback
what if you were his dad? What if you were Tommy and you can play quarterback maybe at the next level, and they're asking you to play another position in the middle of your career? I mean, that is the smart move for Penn State. But what if you're Tommy Stevens? And what did he say over there when they floated the thing about the other positions?
He said if it would help the team, he's all for it. No, that's what he said. So I just think this spring that's going to be a talking point. The other thing, just nuts and bolts wise, that I thought was very interesting today, Dave, is Ryan Bates played in this game, did not start. Pre-game warm-ups, he warmed up at right tackle. He went into the game in mop-up time at right tackle. I'm thinking when he's healthy, they like Will Fries at left tackle. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Fries at left tackle, Ryan Bates at right tackle, Mann at guard, Gonzalez at guard, and McGovern, who was hurt, at center. I think Chaz Wright's the odd man out, and I think they want to get Fries and Bates in at tackle, but they're going to flip-flop them.
And Mennett made a showing.
But I still think that Brendan Mann's the guy. But it's good to see him out on the field because
finally
I mean, he needs reps in the worst way, and I think he is part of the future. But they got some young guards who can help. I thought it was very interesting though that Fry stayed at left tackle when Bates went in the game. He played right tackle.
So we've got a very interesting what used to be called
Where are we going bowling?
New Year's Six bowl situation.
You're the bowl guy.
I think the peach is out in Atlanta. I mean, it just seems like it's out because they want Southern teams down there.
Tampa?
No, not now. I don't see it happening.
Give me
of
two
course,
choices right now.
A lot depends on Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I think Wisconsin's got to win for it to be a lock for Penn State.
Yeah.
But I think Penn State's in the game for what used to be called the New Year's Six bowls, and they're not on New Year's on New Year's Day anymore. They're 29th and 30th, and the Peach Bowl's on the 1st. But whatever Penn State's bowl game is in, if they're in one of those bowls, is not going to be on New Year's Day. I don't know if people know that or not.
The fans want to know. Best case, go.
I would say orange, cotton, Fiesta, in that order. That's my guess.
Ooh, those are 3 pretty nice spots there.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't think you can lose. You like Dallas?
I love Dallas.
You had a good time in Dallas.
I love Dallas.
Remember the hockey game? That was a blast.
I'm a Cowboys fan, so I need something else to get excited about with regard to Dallas. That would be it.
And my sister lives in Dallas.
It's not
so
the Mavericks.
I'm all for it. Anyway, until until the bowl game, I suppose, for me, and I'll see you on Wednesday afternoon.
You never really impersonated that PA announcer, and I'm a little the radio guy. Do you want to do a little bit as we sign off?
You're boring the hell out of everybody now. No, that would be crickets. Forget that. And until next time.
Maybe Bowl Media Day. I don't know.
From Bob Flounders Solutions Stadium in College Park. Adios.